Hey, what's up, guys? Brian here with Quit Drinking Alcohol Motivation. And today I'm diving into the controversial topic of non-alcoholic beer. Now, I've been sober and not sober for many different times, many separate times over the years. And I have various opinions on non-alcoholic beer, which have been updated as my sobriety journey continues. My current opinion is that the non-alcoholic beer is okay if you're actually going to stay sober this time. And I know that sounds like a convoluted truth because no one really knows if they're going to stay sober this time around. Right? But there's a common thread among the people who actually stay sober is this time they know that it's for real. Right? So if you feel like your conviction is strong enough, you stumbled through the roadblocks of sobriety enough times and you're actually committed this time, like you lost your family, you lost your job, you're really, really done, actually done, then yes, I would say the non-alcoholic beer is okay. But it's a very controversial thing because my one relapse was directly linked to non-alcoholic beer, which is why I remain strong on the opinion that non-alcoholic beers, even with 0.5% alcohol, even with those trace amounts of alcohol, are not okay during a sobriety chain. Now, I know a lot of people will probably disagree with me on that. I think you can get away with doing it maybe once a year. You know, on New Year's, you have some non-alcoholic beer that actually has alcohol in it. You know, it's a trace amount. You're not going to get drunk, but I still think that it creates a little bit of a buzz, even though it's not enough to generate substantial cravings, although I think it can. Because my one relapse, I was multiple years sober. I think I had over 2 years at one point. And my sister had some St. Pauli my sister had some non-alcoholic beer in her right in her stairs coming out of her house, and she was like, "Hey, do you want these?" And it was only the 0.5%. Yeah, it was O'Doul's. She was like, "Hey, you want these O'Doul's?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why not? It's not alcoholic, right?" Because a lot of people think that non-alcoholic beer doesn't have alcohol in it. I mean, most people know that it's 0.5%, but it's negligible, right? But it actually does have an effect. And then I ended up relapsing. I went back on regular alcohol, and I had a really bad, like 2 to 3 year relapse, which just ended. And it was all fueled from one 6-pack of O'Doul's. Not to hate on the company or crap on the company. You know, I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm just telling my experience, right? Other people are probably fine on O'Doul's. Right? They probably have been sober for years, sober for 30 years. I drink O'Doul's on the weekends, right? Whatever works for you, and that's what the video is about. It's whatever works for you, because I used to say, well, I'll never drink non-alcoholic beer again because I relapsed on it and it led me back down to it, see? But the Heineken Zeros, that's why now I'm a firm 0.0 guy, right? 0.5, I feel, is just cheating a little bit, right? Because you're still getting that taste of alcohol. You're still getting a little bit of a buzz, even though it's not really a buzz. I mean, come on. And like, you have all these alternatives in the market, like the alcoholic ketones. I tried those. I tried all the kratom based products, the CBD based products, which I all feel are cheating except for the ketones. So the only thing that I really recommend as an actual alcohol alternative is, of course, you know, if you want to do a CBD drink, that's better than being an alcoholic, right? If you're a weedaholic, that's still my opinion. Even though I don't recommend that. I think that if you literally can't do anything except for weed, uh, and you can't stay 100% sober, it's better to do weed rather than alcohol, because I believe weed is definitely far less harmful of a drug. But if you're able to do it, see, it's all about what you're capable of actually pulling off. If you're capable of drinking 0 alcohol beer, and you're capable of not needing weed or any other substance, then yeah, by all means, do it. But if you're not capable, then you're going to need a little bit of a crutch. You're going to need some CBD flavored drinks, maybe a little bit of THC, CBD 50-50 combo. You're going to have to try some kava drinks, some kratom, all this stuff, right? But at the end of it, after all the years, it's just like, it's just a circuit in your brain that wants to consume, right? That's why the 0 alcohol still works, because I'm only 8 months sober now. I'm going on 9 months, coming up on 9 months sober. But this time I feel is for real. Now when I get the cravings, all I do is I go to the supermarket and I pick up my 0.0 Heineken Zeros, Heineken Lime, which I'm a big fan of. I'm a lifelong Heineken drinker. Heineken was always my favorite beer. Some people say that it's too bitter, but I think it's the best overall beer in general. So always been my favorite. Heineken 0.0 lime flavored is definitely my new favorite non-alcoholic beer. I wouldn't touch the 0.5s because I think it's a slippery slope. I think it can be good on occasion. But, you know, all in all, I think that non-alcoholic beer can be good if you're actually going to stay sober this time. If not, then I think it's a slippery slope and you shouldn't do it. And yeah, that's the bottom line. Other than that, I say, you know, good luck in your sobriety journey. Stay off the weed, stay off the pills, stay off the shrooms, stay off all this other stuff, guys. That's my firm opinion. I think it can be good on occasion, but I also think that's a slippery slope. That's my firm opinion. You have to be 100% sober to claim that you're sober. One drink, unless it's accidental, you're not sober. If you accidentally drink, then yeah, you're still sober because you didn't know there was alcohol in there. You know, if you're going to drink a kombucha, that's negligible. You know, you're not going to have any real effects from that, even though if you drink the kombucha in California, that's like 2%. So that's borderline. You know, if you're going to drink over-the-counter cough medicine, that has like 10% alcohol in it, guys. So you can't drink that either. So it's a sad outlook if you look at it in terms of, see, the mind of the addict, when it's losing its crutch and it's craving the fuel for the crutch that it's had for all these years, the go-to crutch, it wants to keep it, so it'll do anything to keep it. So all you have to do is replace it with something else, but it just can't be another drug, right? You have to replace it with better hobbies, better activities, going to the gym. You know, that definitely helps, definitely has helped me. And, you know, we just lost our gym membership and really started to get, really been getting antsy lately because I haven't been able to go to the gym. So I'm a lot more temperamental, a lot more quick to anger, because addicts have like that ADD, bipolar, slightly off, borderline personality disorder trait, right? That's just a little bit wacky, a little bit on edge. You know, you just need a little bit something to take the edge off, right? Just need an Adderall, man. I just need a blunt. I just need a joint. I just need a line. I just need a beer. Right? But it never stops there. That's why addicts have to continuously use. But the things that I found that help my addictive brain, the addictive side of my personality, are things that I can continuously use that are healthy. Like green juice. I drink lots of green juice and I drink it every day. Every day I go to the store, I do Instacart as my side hustle. That's what I'm doing right now. So I go to the grocery store, I deliver a bunch of groceries for people, then I go back and I get my chocolate, I get my green juice, I get my suja. That's the kind of green juice that I drink. Green suja and green devotion, I drink those. I get liquid death, lots of those. Buy 12 packs of liquid death and drink them every day. So I think that if you can consume enough to fulfill the hole that's not even there, right? Because the hole's not really there. I mean, it is, but you're not going to fulfill it anyway. Even if you put the real booze in your system, even if you put the real drugs in your system, you're still not going to fulfill the hole. So you might as well just get something that doesn't even have anything in it and put it in the hole. Like look, I'll get a 24 pack of Heineken Zeros and a 12 pack of Liquid Death and sit around for the weekend. Because that's what you did when you were on drugs anyway. You're like, I'm going to get everything. I'm going to get weed. I'm going to get coke. I'm going to get ecstasy. I'm going to get all this stuff and just sit around for the entire weekend and drink whiskey. I'm going to do it all, man. Right? You can do that without the booze. It's the same circuit that's in your brain. You just roll up to the store, buy a bunch of stuff, just make it healthy stuff, non-harmful stuff, right? Get a bunch of salad, make it the biggest salad you ever saw. Use that circuit. Use it in business. Go to the gym. Like, I'm going to go to the gym every day this week and take 8 things of protein. I'm going to drink 500 grams of protein and go to the gym 7 days a week and then drink a 24 pack of Heineken, right? So you just have to use that addictive, repetitive circuit that wants to grab, consume, and just channel it in the right direction, into a direction that's more positive and healthy, because the circuit's still going to be there. You're still going to be consuming something, right? You just have to put something in the hole that's not harmful to you and your family and everybody around you. And with that, I think I'll sign off. Thanks for watching. Good luck on your sobriety journey. And let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think about non-alcoholic beer? What do you think about 0.0? Is it permissible? Are you going to use it yourself? Do you think it's a slippery slope? Do you think there's a big difference between 0.0 or 0.5? I think there's a huge difference. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and see you.